Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we are looking at another skincare explained. Today is sunscreen. And in this series we are looking at some different things. First off, we are looking for what it is and what it does. Then we're looking at what types exist. And lastly, we will be looking at if you need it, and then if you need it, when should you actually use it. So what is it and what does it do? A sunscreen is a skincare product that is made to protect your skin against the sun. So it protects against both UVA, the aging rays, and UVB, that is the burning rays. And these types of sunscreens usually don't just protect against the sun, but also the damage that comes from these rays. So, for example, it helps prevent skin cancer, helps prevent it. It doesn't completely prevent it, but some of the damaging rays in UVAs and UVBs can cause some damages, for example, cancer. And the sunscreen will help prevent that and help fight against it. It can also help with sunburns. It will take longer for your skin to get burned when you use a sunscreen. It can also help against premature aging and also even out the skin tone. So what types of sunscreen actually exists? First off, we got the chemical sunscreen, which is the type that gets absorbed into the skin. And we also have the physical sunscreen that lays on the skin as an actual layer. That is the white layer we often see when we wear sunscreen. And sunscreen comes in many different forms. You can get it in a cream, which is of course creamy and a thick texture. You can get it in a lotion that is thinner and more airy than a normal cream would be, because it has a higher water content. You could have a mist or spray to spray on. A mousse, which you also spray on but you massage into the skin. A milk, which has the thinnest or lightest consistency out of all of the sunscreens. A balm has a thick and a creamy texture. A stick is very convenient to bring. You can just put it in your purse and travel with it. Then oil is very, very thin. Again, not as thin as a milk would be. And then we have the powder at last, which is simply a powder you use. So do you need it and when should you use it? And in a perfect world, everyone would use sunscreen every day, every 2 hours. So sunscreen is actually the most important step in a skincare routine, because it is a product we could all use and we all face sun damage. So therefore it is a good idea for everybody to use it. And the sun is something we can't really go without. It gives us vitamin D, so it makes us happy, fights depression, and really do some good things, mostly for our hormones and our mood. But it also has this sun damage that we need to protect ourselves against. So if we need to protect ourselves against it, there are 2 ways to do it. Actually 3 if you count the part where you stay in and shut and bolt your doors and windows closed. That could also be an idea, but not really one I would recommend. The other 2 are either you protect yourself with clothes or you protect yourself with sunscreen. And it's not easy always being fully clothed when there's very hot outside. You can't just have your winter jacket and everything on. So the best would be to mix both. So you put sunscreen on the places where you will be exposed to the sun. And if you stay out in the sun, you reapply it every 2 hours. The SPF that is recommended is actually at least 15, but at best 30. they made a lot of not assignments, but they looked a lot at what the SPF actually does. And if we have a SPF 15, it actually blocks 93% of the UVB. A SPF 30 blocks 97%. And if we go higher, it doesn't actually have much to say, because a SPF 50 would only block 98 and a SPF 100 would only block 99. So we don't really get that good of an effect when we go higher up than 30, but 30 is at least the best recommended type. And no sunscreen actually blocks 100%. That's why we can only say the benefits. They help, but they can't prevent cancer. They can only help prevent it, because none of these sunscreen block the UVB rays or UVB or the UVA rays 100%. So if you want to read about this, I found some articles about it. You can also go on EWG. They have one that is called "What is Wrong with High SPF?" And the Skin Cancer Foundation also have a article named All About Sunscreen. So you can really read a lot about what it actually does and why you need it. Concerning when you should use it, I would say every day when you know you get out, you get to see the sun and feel the sun, then you have to use a sunscreen. And you have to put it on 30 minutes before you go out into the sun, and then reapply every 2 hours when you are in the sun. So that is all for sunscreen explained, and I hope you learned something today. I hope you will go out and actually use it. If you want anything else explained, you can just tell me in the comments down below and we will get to it. And if you like this video, you could give it a thumbs up. You could choose to subscribe to stay for future videos, or ring the bell to get notified whenever I upload something. So that's simply all for today, and I just hope you all have a happy life, one day at a time.